infiltrate the Trump campaign, they should have warned him. Here with reaction, former New York City Mayor, President Trump's attorney, Rudy Giuliani. Two things. Carter Page on this show last night, Mr. Mayor, this was the spring of 2016. He's never met Donald Trump. And Comey's notes, the single biggest unreported part of it was Trump saying to Comey, hey, I didn't collude with Russia, but if anyone around me did, I want you to get to the truth. Reaction.
Well, the fact is that this investigation never should have taken place in the first place. If we consider the counterintelligence investigation, the spying, the Spygate, all appropriate descriptions, here's what I want to know. I want to see the documents which Trey Gowdy has never seen, which is outrageous. And I'm not going to let my client testify, the President of the United States, even if he wants to, without those documents being produced. And myself and Jay Sekulow and Jane and Marty, we're going to go over it with a fine-tooth comb. Only if and when we find that this was handled appropriately, and there's some evidence on which they could base this phony investigation, will we have them testify? But if there is no evidence, which I assume there is no evidence, then, I mean, he shouldn't testify. The whole thing should be squashed. I mean, it should be ended immediately. And we'll challenge Mueller to write whatever you got. Take your best punch with all your 13 Democrats there. You couldn't find a Republican?
Andrew Weissman.
How about an independent? How about you got guys with ethical issues at the Justice Department? I know that because I was a high-ranking official in the Justice Department. So you got a group there that's a lynching mob. So let them do their job. And boy, we're ready to knock the heck out of you with our report, which will be authoritative. It'll be backed up. It'll be backed up with law and facts. And we'll let the American people decide this. You know, some people have criticized my strategy, which is the president's, of, to some extent, playing to the American people. If this were a regular case, I wouldn't be doing it. But the people who will decide this are the people of the United States in the 2018 election. And they are switching fast, and the Democrats are running for cover. You don't hear them say the words impeachment anymore. I challenge Maxine Waters to say impeachment. Say it. Say impeachment, sweetheart. Just say it. Wow. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to go down. Not maybe you, because they vote for you. I don't know why, but they vote for you. But your colleagues are going to go down. And this is the change that we've brought about by engaging and not letting them get away with the unethical behavior that has now outraged Judge Ellis, Judge Wood. You know what she did? She threw Hannity, the television star of the left-wing CNN and MSNBC, she threw him out of court. He doesn't belong in a New York court. He's not ethical enough. You know why?
Mr. Mayor.
Because he's a big liar. And he wanted to debate me. Like heck he's going to debate me. He should go debate in some gin mill.
You know, you said it earlier, and you're confirming here tonight, that if Mr. Mueller tries to subpoena the president, we will fight this all the way to the Supreme Court. Mark Levin has said the Constitution is on the president's side. Judge Ellis's comments, this going back to a 2005 tax case with Ukraine and Paul Manafort to put the screws to the president so that Manafort sings or composes, supporting perjury, and the hopes that they can prosecute or impeach the president.
Well, Sean, I have no fear of it, nor does the president. The president has done nothing wrong. Read my lips, nothing wrong. So they can, and none of these people, Manafort, Cohen, they're not going to lie. They can go pound sand. They're not going to lie.
What about the spying and the FISA court abuse? I've been brought up that you lie to a judge. Wow. Good luck to you.
You got to go to jail for that. I mean, it's one thing to lie even in a criminal case. Another thing to lie in a counterintelligence probe. And also, the FISA judges really rely even more than a criminal court
Rod
judge.
Rosenstein signed the final FISA application. Sally Yates signed one.
I mean, so what? I mean, so what?
But it was
the
bulk of it was Hillary Clinton bought and paid for, foreign intelligence built Russian lies, and they never corroborated it.
And why? And I'll follow up on what Rush said. Of course, if it wasn't spying, they should have come to the Trump campaign. They could have come to me. My goodness, I was the FBI Man of the Year that year. They could have come to me, and they could have told me, and I could have briefed the president, or they could have briefed the president.
And that would have been in the spring of 2016. The president never met Carter Page. Ever. To this day, he never met Carter Page.
He hasn't met most of these people. He hasn't met most of these people that they allege, and they haven't alleged collusion on the part of anybody. Even those Russians, the phony indictment they have of the Russians, who will never come here for trial. They colluded with each other. Russians colluding. Oh, wow, that's big news. Russians have been colluding since the Soviet Union.
No. All right, Mr. Mayor.
To interfere in our elections. Thank you, Sean. Thank you for being a patriot.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it, and the president appreciates it, if I may say so.
It's about the truth, and it's the biggest abuse of power, corruption scandal, everything we talk about with FISA, fixing the Hillary investigation, spying on a campaign.
Don't think that he has any reluctance to be interviewed. He's ready, willing, and able to be interviewed, and he'll knock him out. It's me and his lawyers that don't want to see the president set up.
I wouldn't allow, if I was a lawyer, this president to go anywhere near any special counsel that hires a guy like Andrew Weissman, ever. My 2 cents.
I hear you. I hear you.
All right, sir. Thank you.